Hey, what's going on, guys? Snazzy got a gun here, and today I have for you guys a 54-3 kill confirmed on the map Carrier. I know that's back-to-back Carrier maps, but I like this gameplay because I was playing with some subscribers. And you might be wondering, Snazzy, hey, I'm a subscriber, why don't I get to play with you? Well, like I said, if you want to play with me, be sure to send my gamer tag, my friend request. My gamer tag is O space Snazzymone space O. I ended up going back to that because I'm going to do a road to Master Prestige. I can't give up on this name, but if you're on my friends list, usually every other couple days, I'll send out a mass message to all the guys that I know are subscribers, asking them, hey, I want to play with some subs. Send me a message if you want to play. So the first 4 or 5 people that usually send me a message, I end up playing with. And, if you've sent me a message and I didn't reply to it, it's probably because you weren't one of the first 4 or 5 people. So unfortunately, I'm not ignoring you. I just fill out the lobby, and usually everybody stays in there the whole time. And just make sure if you do want to play with me and you haven't got to play with me and you sent me a message before, send me a message letting me know, hey, I haven't got to play with you. And you know what? I'll be sure to send you guys out an invite and we'll play together. But what I have for you guys today is a pretty funny story, though, that happened to me today. As most of you guys know, well, some of my older guys should know, that I go to a pretty big university here. It's called Ball State University. It's in the city I live in, Muncie, Indiana. Most of you probably haven't heard of it, but like I said, it is a pretty big school. Mostly like teaching, nursing, and things like that is what they're well known for. A lot of architecture. But like I said, I'm going there for nursing. Well, I live off campus, so I don't, I can't just like leave home and walk on campus. So I drive and I park in a parking lot, which is by like the main it's by the football stadium. So it's about, I would say, a quarter to a half a mile away from the building that I had a class in today. And the class I had today was Sociology 2. And what happened is like this, I have these jeans, right? It's Friday, I just don't give a fuck. I'm just going to wear whatever. And I have these jeans that right by where my wallet's at, like there's like a little fray. And, I check it every day before I wear them. Like, okay, we're good. I can wear these and they're not going to rip on me. Well, today, I get into my car because I'm not driving my Blazer. I'm driving my wife's car, which is much shorter than what I'm used to driving in. So I just flop down in it. And I didn't pay any attention. I'm just driving. I go to school and I park and I start to walk. Get my backpack on and my sweatshirt on. Well, my sweatshirt jacket. It's like sweatshirt material, hoodie material, and with the hood, but it's just a jacket. And I start walking and I'm noticing, like, damn, it's fucking cold outside today. And, and it shouldn't be. So I'm just like, I don't think anything of it. I don't think that, I was feeling a little windy down there, so something probably happened. So I'm just like, okay, well, I just keep walking. And people are giving me, like, these crazy fucking looks, like, what the fuck's wrong with this kid? And I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong? I'm not a bad-looking guy, and I'm looking pretty normal, I would say. I'm not, like, dressed to impress, but I'm also not looking like a hobo. But what happened was, in all reality, I was looking like a hobo. I had this fucking rip down by, like, the back pocket of your jeans would be. Right down the edge of the pocket, all the way down past to, like, my mid-thigh. So I wear boxer briefs, so they're kind of long, but they're kind of snug. Not like the little short guys. Not the tighty-whities, but they're longer, but they're also a little tighter. They're not loose. I don't like my junk just flopping around down there. And so you can see my underwear, which are gray, and you can see like almost to the back of my knee. And I didn't know this, and like I'm telling you what I know now because I just saw the rip. And so I'm walking to class and I'm just like, what? I sit down in my chair and I notice, like, damn, I feel like the cold chair on the back of my leg. And so I was like, I stand up and I'm like, I kind of like just lift my leg up, kind of like you're going to fart. But I lift my leg up and I start feeling, I'm like, oh my God, my fucking pants have just ripped. And I thought to myself, motherfucker, I can't miss the class. I got a test today. So I'm just like, fuck, how am I going to get out of here with no one noticing that I have this big-ass fucking rip in my pants? And I know one guy had to know because, like if somebody walks past you, you always, like, after they're past you, you kind of turn and look. He had to have seen my ass through my jeans. And all of a sudden, I'm just like, fuck. So I'm like, this whole time, before we're going over the final chapter, and we're about to take the test, and I'm like plotting like how am I gonna get out of here, because I'm usually the first one done with the test, and you always look up to see who's one of the first. And these guys are here in the gameplay. They just start killing themselves. They start jumping off the map because we were just smoking them. So I don't know why they started doing that, but anyways, where was I at? Oh, and I'm usually the first one done, so everybody looks at the first person that's done, and I'm just like, oh my god, they're gonna see my ass cheeks. And not my ass cheeks, because my ass really cheeks weren't showing, but it's embarrassing. There's a rip on your pants, you know? And all of a sudden, I'm just like, you know what? Okay, I'm in the second to last row, so there's about 7 people. There's 6 people in the class. There's about 7 people in the back row behind me. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to wait until everybody in that back row is done with their test. So I got done with my test, and I'm just sitting there waiting. And finally, there's probably about 15, 20 people left. The final person in the back row gets up, turns in their test. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna walk up behind her, and I'm gonna turn my test in and kind of like shuffle my way around. And then, so I'm trying to leave, but I don't want to leave at the same time someone else that's behind me, because I don't want them to see my ass crack, because I gotta walk. And so this lady is like taking her sweet ass time to like put her jacket on. She's got like 5 jackets. She's got to zip each one up. She's got like a pea coat. She's got to wrap the fucking cord around her and make it look all pretty. And I'm just like, you fucking bitch, move, go, because I need to go. And so I'm just like, you know what? I totally could have like did like the 1990 style, wrapped my sweat jacket around me and tied the arms in front of my waist and covered up. But I definitely didn't want to look like a fucking homo walking to fucking back to my car. So I'm just like, fuck, you know what? And then finally this lady leaves. So I'm like, okay, it's my perfect opportunity. I'm just going to walk behind her the whole time. So I'm like nonchalant, like letting my backpack hang down over it just a little bit, and then just trying to make it to where no one could see me. So usually I don't catch like the bus to get back to where my parked at, because they got this little transit system, and I catch the bus, and as soon as I'm getting on the bus and I'm walking through the bus driver in the mirror goes, hey, you realize you got a hole in your fucking pants? So everybody sees it, and I'm just like, oh yeah. Then I literally just was like, fucking, I sat down. It was so embarrassing, and it sucked. And that's about it, guys. I thought that was a pretty funny story. If you liked it, be sure to like it. You guys have a good rest of your day. Peace.